Just, I can't do what you're just doing, you son of a gun. What are you doing? So,
Getting ready for our show is what I was doing.
all right. Well, good morning, everybody. Just so you know, the sun is shining still today. Life's gonna be okay.
Yep.
We're gonna let Nolan take about 5 minutes and just it's the Monday morning spew with Dix because he texted me last night at
I did late.
11:58 my time saying, "Boy, I'm fired up. Let's go."
Oh, I said we
So-
got to do a show right away.
All right. You go
And
right
now my
ahead,
background
brother.
looks kind of weird, doesn't it?
Nah, you look all right. Oh, I was supposed to be wearing my sunglasses because I'm in mourning today.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
let's chat.
So you take it,
NFL
brother.
Football.
You take it, brother.
All right. Kirk Cousins, obviously done for the year. The past 7 weeks, we've heard nothing but we're going to trade Cousins. Got to trade him. Let's trade him. We got to get something for him. He's no good. We're not going to sign him next year. And yesterday, he gets hurt. And then all of a sudden, I didn't understand it. You even made the comments like, God, you're right. You're right. It's just like people are now backtracking to the point of, what are we going to do now? Kirk's hurt. What are we going to do? Well, you guys had a plan in place before he was hurt. Use that plan because you were going to get rid of him 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but what was the plan? I don't remember any plan.
I don't think there was a plan. I think
Right.
there was a plan of we got to get rid of Kirk Cousins because the ship was sinking. And now we see Connie on here on NFC North War saying that Kirk Cousins is a stat patter. All the stats he gets is in garbage time. I don't think there was garbage time on Sunday.
No.
I don't think there was garbage time against the Bears. I don't think there was garbage time earlier in the season. Yeah, I'll admit there's been Indianapolis Vikings game last year. Was it stat padding or just returning his team back to get a win?
Right. Yeah, I totally agreed with you when I woke up this morning. I saw that text. I'm like, God, he's right because everybody was just screaming how we don't want him and he's no good. And now that he's hurt, it's like, now what do we do? I didn't see the last quarter of the game. We had some things going on with Sammy was playing a gig for Halloween, and then Lily had a soccer game right after that. And so my parents came to Lily's soccer game, and my dad's like, well, Vikings are done. Jaron Hall isn't guy. He can't do nothing. He's terrible. Like the guy played 2 series, played 2 series, and went out to victory formation on one of them. I mean, he went out and kneeled. So, everyone's talking about who do they call? Do we trade for Trey Lance? Do we try to get Kyler Murray? Do we, I don't know.
The one thing I want the Vikings to do is trade for Trey Lance.
Yeah,
I want the Trey Lance story to go away. He's not a good quarterback.
Wow.
He's not going to come in and save the season for the Vikings. Trey Lance did not play very many games at NDSU, but yet we put him on a pedestal and said, whoa, this guy's better than Carson Wentz. And then he goes to San Francisco, didn't get an adequate.
He got hurt.
He got hurt.
Yep. Brock Purdy came in. Brock's looking mortal now too. San Francisco's lost 3 in a row. I mean, it's I don't know.
But I would think the logical thing would be Minnesota would trade for Trey Lance because there's nobody else out there. You're not going to bring in a Joe Flacco. You can't bring in a Carson Wentz. You can't bring in guys like that. That's just you're just throwing a crutch into it and going, hey, we're going to limp through the season, And the thing that frustrated me the most was listening to Paul Allen and his sidekicks throughout the game. They're a tough listen when you're not a Viking fan because, because they're homers. Understandable. They're hired by the Vikings.
Yep.
But I mean, it immediately turned into in the post game of, well, the fewer wins that we have, the better type of thing. It was already into, hey, we're already tanking to get one of these top 5 quarterbacks that are going to be in the draft. So half the population out there going, you know what? This is a good thing. Lions are winning the division anyway, so let's not even worry about it. There's the other half that are going, God, we just beat the Packers. We're now 4-4 in a very, might I say, other than the Philadelphia Eagles, a crappy NFC playoff.
Yeah. Right.
There's not very many good teams in the NFC.
Right.
Other than Philadelphia. Philadelphia, legit. Other than that, I don't think you can put anybody out there that says, I'm not sold on Detroit.
I'm not sold on Detroit. No.
Yeah, they may still win the division, but the Vikings get a quarterback in there that could manage the game.
I don't disagree with you on the Lions. And obviously the Eagles, Washington played them tough again yesterday. And then I still think the Niners are legit. I just think they're going through some growing pains. They had a couple holdouts, and then Deebo Samuel's out, and is McCaffrey really 100%? And and yesterday's game show you that even Patrick Mahomes is human. They got shelled by the Broncos. That's like, I don't know. I don't know. As Vikings go, if they play Jaron Hall or Nick Mullins or whoever they put out there, with JJ, can he make a quarterback better? Absolutely. The guy makes catches.
I think Addison's making.
Oh, Addison has stepped up. And KJ Osborne yesterday was playing. And what was crazy to me, and I knew this, and I've never really brought it up, but they hadn't scored a rushing touchdown yesterday. And they give it to Akers, and he scores, and Akers looks legit. I don't know why we don't continue to play him, and they give it to Madison, and he breaks a 2-yard run, and puts him at 2nd and 8. And I don't know, man.
Every week, I think we can. Watching the Bears game last night was another. That's a whole nother 15-minute podcast.
You got to spew on that Tuesday spew? No, I didn't. I wasn't able to watch the game. I was doing some other things with family. So,
but it's just weird. It's like the play calling is horrible. You have a 4th down and 2, and you hand it off to your smallest back, and we don't get it. It's just like, okay, there's no play action. There's no, hey, let's put 3 tight end set. Let's do this. Let's give it to Dante Foreman and run the football.
Yeah.
We try to do fancy stuff. Bajan threw it to, I don't even know how many targets DJ Moore got. We started off with a 41-yard pass up the sideline. I'm thinking, hey, here we go. And then it fell apart after that. Velus Jones probably going to be cut today. Should be cut. He dropped a wide open touchdown in the end zone again. So this is still rebuilding season number 2 for the Bears.
Okay.
Talked about at the beginning of the year. Justin Fields is the quarterback. Tyson Bagent and his dad, Travis Bagent, are just riding the ship out. Give him some reps to say, you know what? You are a legit backup quarterback.
That's how you develop those.
Your backup quarterback. You don't want to have a guy that, hey, we're just going to sign him. He also punts, but we're just going to sign him. Okay. You do need a second stringer that is obviously not a QB1, but they kept showing Fields on the sidelines, and I almost wanted to call up ABC or whoever, whatever it was on, and say, stop it. Quit showing the sidelines so much.
Yeah.
That's all they show. They showed Fields and Eberflus and Getsy all night long.
Were they trashing them? Or were they trashing them? Or
no, they weren't really trashing them, but it's just like, they go 3 and out, and all of a sudden picture of Getsy standing there with his, and then Eberflus, he's sweating all over the place. He doesn't know what's going on. He's in California, so he's loving that.
Yeah.
But the only thing that hurt the Bears last night or yesterday was the Panthers won.
Yeah. I sent you a snap on that. So.
Yeah. So
what are you going to do with that?
I don't know. It's all the crappy teams are winning games here and there. And I don't know. It's the NFL, and I'm glad I haven't went down to Deadwood for the last 6 weeks, because there would have been no money won again this weekend. And that just it helps the gambling problem. It just kind of keeps you at home going,
Yeah.
There's no way I was going to bet on the Broncos.
Right.
We both took the Bears 8.5 because that was a lot of points.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
the one
see
that,
it as a 30-10 ball game, but
no, I didn't either. I was pretty shocked when I woke up to that score. But
yeah. But once again, you go online and it's, I don't know, the amount of people out there that have access to Facebook is crazy. But yeah, who else? Titans beat the Falcons.
Yeah. Will Levis
Texans
comes
lost.
out. Texans lost. That
The only
Colts
team that legitimately kicked butt and proved that they were still a good football team was the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas. I would say the Jaguars kind of proved that they are.
I know. Every time the Jaguars win, I keep hearing that. When you said earlier, I think I'm sold on the Jaguars.
I really do, man. Yeah. They look pretty good. Seahawks look pretty good. I go back to the Vikings. They look pretty good. They had a couple miscues, Joseph missing those field goals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They look pretty good yesterday. They look good against San Francisco. They look good against the Bears. And so, man, what could have been? And I'm not saying the season's done. They could do something. Nick Mullins could come in and hand the ball off and maybe put Jefferson at running. But I don't know. You play the games. So I'm not counting out the season yet for the Vikes.
No, because you look at their schedule. You've got the Falcons next week, winnable.
Yeah.
You have the Saints next week, winnable.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos. Then you've got Bears, Raiders, which you could win the next 4, go to 8-4, lose to the Bengals. Then you up the Lions. Then by that time, hopefully the quarterback that you brought in is playing well, because then you've got Lions, Packers, Lions to end the season.
Right.
3
indoor games, so there's no cold weather to worry about and all that stuff. And
that's like a recipe for, I look at Detroit's schedule because they've got, they don't have the Panthers. Where am I at here? So they've got the Vikings, Broncos, Bears, Saints, Packers, Cowboys, Vikings. Not in no particular order, but.
Right.
So they go Vikings, Cowboys, Vikings, Broncos, Bears the last 5 weeks.
That's what the Lions do?
Yep. Well, I just think the last 3 games are going to be huge with Vikings, Cowboys, Vikings.
Yeah. That'll be
you may have a 2-game lead in the division.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You could have a 3-game lead in the division and not win the division if the Vikings win out.
Right. Yeah. Well, if and when, let's see what they do for quarterback. I don't think they'll trade for anybody. Do you?
Well, I did see a meme on Facebook that had
if it's a
Minnesota Vikings,
Facebook, then it's got to be true, right?
The purple helicopter was over there looking, and he's telling, what's his name, Quezzy, or however you say his name.
Yeah.
And he goes, I see our future. And Brett Favre's standing up there looking at the helicopter.
Oh, no.
Does Brett have 8 games in him?
Oh, wow. Does Tom Brady have 8 games in him? If you're Tom Brady, knowing that Justin Jefferson is coming back and you got a pretty damn good rookie wide receiver, do you say, you know what? I'm still in pretty good shape. I could come back. I could take this Vikings team to the playoffs. And Greg Joseph can lose it by double doinking a field goal in the NFC Championship game. Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to bring up the double doink, but
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You just set me back another 3 weeks in my
in your anger management.
Yeah, thanks. I'll tell my counselor that I just went back a few weeks.
Yeah. Tom Brady's not coming back.
No, it would mess up the year that he wants to go into the Hall of Fame, because I think he's going in with some guys he wants to go in with. So he ain't coming back.
We'll see. I don't think he will. Case Keenum's out there, man. He's back up somewhere.
Yeah. Do you bring him back after you crapped all over him a few years ago?
Well, that was the old regime that crapped on him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
they gotta. bringing in Carson Wentz is not the answer. I mean, Matt Ryan's not going anywhere.
No.
I hope. Who else is out there? Who can you sign?
There's guys out there, but it comes to a point where
there's Colin Kaepernick. Anyways,
okay.
So there we are.
No, you brought that up. So what happens if the Vikings sign Colin Kaepernick? Is there an uproar in the state of Minnesota, or is it, protesters outside? Do you?
I don't know. Minnesota fickle. If he wins games, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
You're going to have a few meatheads that do what meatheads do, whatever side it's on. You're always going to have a meathead, Nolan. We can't get rid of them. And
and you look at,
True. The number one thing is you just got to win, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
And no matter what we say or what we do, like I said earlier, the sun came up today. It's going to be a beautiful day here. I'm going to get outside. I'm going to enjoy the sun, and I'm not going to worry.
I drove on a lot of ice yesterday. Coming it was nasty.
You sent me that picture.
But we've got World Series tonight. Game
World
3.
Series. Yep.
And
1-1.
Did I send you a snap? Did I start after Seager's 2-run shot?
You put MVP.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Yes,
MVP. Yeah. So I was chanting MVP as I went to bed that night, and then they lost.
And then it's quite the thing. So
and then kind of a sad weekend with over the weekend.
Matthew Perry passing away. Yeah, that's
now they said this morning in his hot tub.
Well, yeah, that was like the first thing he had drowned in his hot tub.
Yeah.
So, addiction sometimes gets the best of people, brother. Hopefully it wasn't it. Hopefully, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Too bad. That was sad to hear.
Yeah, it's tough. It's life. So it's life. We should have taken the over on the 15 minutes again too, brother. But we're on our way.
Oh, we're over. I won it again.
Yeah, you sure would have. But
so we did say though we're going to do another one tomorrow morning if the Lions get blasted up by the Raiders tonight. So
even if
Lions fans be ready.
Even if they win, we will. We might do a 5-minute one tomorrow. See where
because it's the 7-minute.
7 with Nolan Dix at the helm driving the ship. If we get out under 30, life is good.
Well, the thing is, you told me I was going to banter for 10 minutes, and I only bantered for like 2.5 minutes, and then
you were a little bit more fired up in the pre-show, so you kind of.
I know.
I think you let it all go. Next time,
I'm just spotlight on me, and I kind of withered away there, but it's just frustrating. It's like the Bagent thing too. It's like we all know he's a backup.
Yep.
Yeah, there are some fans that went out and bought the jersey and he's our man. I hate Justin Fields. Yeah, there's going to be guys. There's people that are Democrats. There's people that are Republicans.
Like I said, buddy, there's a meathead on every corner.
There's a Chad Decker and there's a Nolan Dix. That's why we're just like you're oil, I'm water.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we agree more than we disagree.
I know.
But, and you know what? We got a podcast. So whatever happens, Nolan, we got a cast pod.
Well,
or we got a podcast.
Yeah. So, I said that before, and you got a kick out of that. Yeah. I said I gotta get some music put in, or you go, Dead Air, you're gonna get fired. I'm like, don't care. I got a podcast.
That's right. So,
fire me. No, don't fire me. I'm just kidding.
Don't do that. Don't fire him. But
no.
you're getting close to how much on the time limit of how much music you had set up. So
I'm still good because it's 9:02 already.
Yeah. So
in God's country.
That's right.
I get to hit the Killdeer tonight, Bowman tomorrow for the last 2 volleyball games of the year. So
right on.
And you're still playing soccer?
Yeah, this is the fall. Yep. This is the fall league now. So they do they set it up in it's like a hockey rink, and you can play the walls and all that stuff. And so this just gets the girls some practice in, and it's 7-on-7. So you learn to make quicker decisions, and so they took one on the chin last night. Lily's team did, but she's like, it's just fun to get out and run around. And then her and Sammy start wrestling here in a couple of weeks, and we'll be hanging out at the gym
for sports.
Yeah. You
guys get white stuff too?
We had like a 1/2 inch, but it's already gone because the sun's still strong enough to blow it away. So it was,
No, we're white, I think, for a while. So
Yeah, and it's supposed to get into the mid 40s and 50s later this week. So.
yeah, we're here. We're there too. So
Right on, brother.
okay, well, we're
Right.
we didn't get under 20 either. God.
Yeah. All right, my friend.
Maybe next time
Yeah, we'll try for 5 tomorrow.
we'll do better. We'll never do 5. You know that.
Well, if it's just one of us, maybe I'll just jump on and do a 5.
You jump on and do it, and
And
as
then
I'm
you
trying
can-
to get into the studio, you keep picking me out.
and then you can do your 20-minute rebuttal at the end. So.
There you go.
All right, buddy.
All
Have
right.
a good day. Talk to you
Go
later.
work. All right.
Go Raiders.
By 15.